Good morning. It's February 5th, 2020, and I'm sure many of you have seen the highlights and the lowlights of the State of the Union, but if you haven't, let's take a look.
The joint session will come to order. The chair appoints as members of the committee on the part of the House to escort the President of the United States into the chamber.
It starts off well enough. Mrs. Pelosi announces the escort from both the House and the Senate, and then the Supreme Court is announced, and then Mrs. Trump is announced, our First Lady, and then the President.
Madam Speaker, the President of the United States.
Members of Congress, the President of the United States.
The various members of the Senate and the House are acknowledged. Our First Lady is acknowledged again, and then the President.
And my fellow citizens, 3 years ago, we launched the Great American Comeback. Tonight, I stand before you to share the incredible results. Jobs are booming, incomes are soaring, poverty is plummeting, crime is falling, confidence is surging, and our country is thriving and highly respected again.
The President goes on to explain to you everything he just said, acknowledges people as he always does, and then he closes.
We are Americans. We are pioneers. We are the pathfinders. We settled the new world. We built the modern world. And we changed history forever by embracing the eternal truth that everyone is made equal by the hand of Almighty God.
The chamber rises again. You see the usual bad behavior by the ladies in white, and the President goes on.
America is the place where anything can happen. America is the place where anyone can rise. And here, on this land, on this soil, on this continent, the most incredible dreams come true. This nation is our canvas, and this country is our masterpiece. We look at tomorrow and see unlimited frontiers just waiting to be explored. Our brightest discoveries are not yet known. Our most thrilling stories are not yet told. Our grandest journeys are not yet made. The American age, the American epic, the American adventure has only just begun. Our spirit is still young. The sun is still rising. God's grace is still shining. And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless America.
And there you have it. The Speaker rises, as does the rest of the chamber, and you can tell by the expression on her face what she's about to do. Fox cut away from this and gave us a long shot, but you can see her ripping up all the papers that were on her desk, including the President's speech, on CNN. You can tell by the expression on the First Lady's face that she is disappointed and unhappy, and why wouldn't she be? What is Mrs. Pelosi telling you here? She's telling you that the speech the president gave does not reflect her values or anybody she's associated with. She's telling you that the American dream is over as far as she's concerned, and she'll do anything to make sure that you are painfully aware of that. This is the action of a vindictive, spoiled, petulant adult who should know better. She's acting like a 3-year-old and on the world stage for everyone to see. To the president's credit, he left with as much dignity as he could. You can't tell me that he wasn't aware of it and that Pence wasn't aware of it. Pence was standing next to Mrs. Pelosi, and the president had monitors at his disposal. Look at the expression on his face. Now, the critics are all over YouTube saying he didn't shake her hand, so he deserved what he got, but I'd like to point out that he didn't shake Pence's hand either. How is him not shaking anybody's hand on the dais justify what Mrs. Pelosi did? It doesn't at all. To my Republican and Democrat friends, if you want to see this kind of behavior from the Speaker of the House, then, don't change anything. But to my Republican and Democrat friends and independents like me, if you don't want to see this kind of behavior on the dais anymore by anyone in government, you better speak up, and you better speak really loud from here until the first week in November, because you can take it to the bank that there will be election fraud and shenanigans all over the place from here on out. Such a cheerful way to start this bright sunny day. Nevertheless, let's press on. I hope that you are in good health and blessed, and I will see you soon.